Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing? It's a brand new day. I hope you've been doing wonderful. It's been a little while. I know I am really busy doing a lot of work to bring and offer you all some next tier level things. So I just need you to be patient with me. I guess I'm just one person trying to do it all. Yeah. I woke up this morning after I did me a little moon ritual with a friend. We had an incredible time, prayer, meditating, magically delicious. I haven't had a chance to get back on here as of late, but we're gonna be more consistent, just making sure I have my ducks in a row before I put more information out there so that everything works together, because I'm a one-band army. So one person army, whatever the case is. Y'all know I don't have good sense when it comes to lingos. Well, I have good sense, but in any case, we last had a conversation about the internal stimuli and external, but just so you know, I am working on some projects to help guide us into the new direction that we want to go into. And prayer meditation classes are hopefully going to be coming soon. We're just working on a few things to get these things etched out so that I can give you guys more of my time and patience, because I love doing the podcast. I love providing information, answers. It just feels good to see other people progress towards where they want to go. And I didn't have all the answers when I was coming through the veils of reality that I didn't know about. And I'm hoping that my efforts will do the things I didn't know were the things I needed to do, that you may need to do, and the things I didn't know were possible. And in that effort, I'm curating more content and other things, because I don't want to tell you until I'm ready. But at the moment, these things are working to bring you something great, and I hope you all will enjoy those things. So I've been working on another project so that eventually I can get online to offer you guys an opportunity to speak. But we'll get to that point. For right now, though, I have more information, more content to offer in the meantime, between time. Sorry, my nose is really on 10. I think this window is not closed properly, but it is closed. I don't know why. Anyway, I guess maybe the ceiling isn't good as far as sealing the window. So we all know we come here from the Creator. As we venture through the many layers of reality, we get here by universal means. Now, the cosmos is more like a giant brain in a computer, and as you are computed through the system, you are enveloped in other creative consciousness energies and dimensions and debris of all sorts of stardust and energy. Is just a numerous manifesto of the intent of the Creator to bring you into reality. So, for all intents and purposes, you have about a 1 in, I think it's like 10 trillion chances of being you, that which makes you so unique and different. And I think that boils down to the realization that you are a unique individual. And as you are the unique individual that you are, you have been composed of these different frequencies and bandwidths in order for you to come here in the state that you are in. Which means that your internal mechanisms are cultivating a system or an environment in which you can thrive in initially when you first get here. But then it gets bombarded by the external stimuli that is outside of yourself, where you are, encompassing of other things that are around you that you probably haven't experienced before in this particular life. And because you are not so familiar, it strikes you as very intrusive. So I don't like to say intrusive because it feels as if it's invading, but it is. It really is intrusive because before you got here, you may have expected it, but when you come into reality of earthly means, you don't know what to expect. That's why as a baby, you hear the baby crying out for, help, or, the comfort and soothing of the mother who bore the child that came into the world and now has need of nourishment, comfort, light, love, appreciation, and in order to feel comfortable and safe. In that process, you are awoken by particularly a slap in the face from what we would call reality, but this plane of existence reality. So the lessons that you learn, the things that you are taught, the ways of life that you're brought up into bring about a change about in you and around you, because you are now developing your own thoughts and ways of living and seeing and doing things, because that's where you came from through the existence of other people around you. You shift and become exactly who you are, and now you are dealing with the onslaught of variables that you have either put together or not put together, and intended or not intended to do, and you're having to live by those means because of your stipulations and your reality. And so now you're a complicated and diverse individual who has many positions in the world as a person or just an entity on here on the planet we call Earth, existing as you are until you know what you're supposed to be or do, if not both. It becomes a little bit more complicated, a little bit more diverse, a little bit more different and difficult to some people, or to some extent that you are truly where you are in this position called life. So what is it about you that makes you so different? Well, as I said before, you come through the universe from the source of all things. And not many people know it, not many people realize it, but you come through the universal mind, consciousness. So you come through here to get into the degree that you are, and what we call the matrix is complicated in and of itself, diversified by many matrices, many different codings. You're basically a computer code existing in this software that we've all kind of helped co-develop or co-create. But even more so, you created your own pathway here. And the pathways that you lead down are also enamored by you to offer you positions in the way you should be in. So you can exist and be here in one endeavor and then still another. There are options. You can choose. You can do whatever you will or not will, but if God has any say so, you would have to be in a certain position in reality for purposes that are befitting you. And when you're doing the things you're doing, the work you're doing, you are in a position to change and help things to grow and become better than what they were before. In every effort we are made. Oh, I'm so sorry. In every effort we are made to progress the reality where we are in and change it so that it shifts in a better proximity for the relationship and generations to come. As we believe we are stuck here, we're not truly stuck here, but you are, in the way that you can't leave except by one way. Well, a few ways if you know what you're doing, but you can leave if you choose to leave. It's up to you, but most people say but most people stay because they choose to feel like they belong to this life, feel like they are finishing or taking life by the coattail. And if that's you, then you know what position or role you play. So in that endeavor, you are rolling the dice to see where we're going to land on this game of chess and Monopoly. No, I don't like Monopoly. On this game of chess, you are having to strategize your way through life if you're going to make it through to the end. If you're looking for more advice, you got to seek it from within, and those who are around you are able to give you good counseling if you're willing to step in and take their advice. In many different ways, we are left here without a clue of who we are, where we are going, and how we're supposed to get there. And so now you have all these different tapestries, all these different communications, and all these different variables that make it very trying to my mind. It would be very trying to fix all the things that you went through if you don't know where you came from and how you got there and how to get through there to the other side, to the things you want, to where you want to be and exist and live and feel and be free. It's not always that easy. It's not always that simple. But if you are willing to put in the work, you can figure it out. And it's possible to do it in no time at all if you're really being very diligent about the work that you're trying to get through. So we have to work through these internal stimuli, external stimuli that have influenced us from childhood all the way up until adulthood to undo the entanglement that we've gone through. And this is what we all call the shadow work. This is where you dive in, you figure out what's going on, you resolve what's going on, and you come out better than where you were before. Your light grows, you grow, you become a better person. And if you haven't, then you have more work to do. The growth is still within you to accomplish the things you desire to do so if you're willing to put in the work that's necessary. And it can be a long gamble, a long time of effort if it's really necessary. Or if it's, I don't like the word if all the time, but if you're considering the outcome you want, it's a certain amount of work that's necessary for the outcome to be in existence. So you have to put in a certain amount of work in order for that to come to pass, to work together for you. And if you're going to do that work, know that it's going to be a complete disaster, upheaval of all your rules and regulations, your thought processes and thinking and ways of life. You will lose your mind and you will come back again to finish it off and slice off a piece of cake and eat it. Eventually you'll be happy about the work, but in the future, just be wary of, working on your tapestry so that you can be ready for, what you're looking for in this particular life. It's not easy, but it's worth it. It's working in your favor. That's the best way to put it. Well, until next time, people, we're going to come back with some more information. I hope you all have enjoyed this particular podcast episode. I love hearing from you all. If you all are able to email, or I think my IG is on here, IG me, feel free to do so. I'm willing to answer any questions. And stay tuned for more episodes coming soon. Love ya.